The people followed him by the thousands, the blind could see. The sick were healed. Storms obeyed his voice. But the same city that praised Jesus would soon demand his death. And when they finally crucified him, the earth itself began to shake. This is the story of Matthew chapters 11 through 28. Jesus traveled through towns and villages across Israel. He healed the broken, restored the hopeless, and taught with an authority unlike anyone before him. The crowds were amazed. He spoke of love, mercy, forgiveness, and the kingdom of heaven. But not everyone celebrated him. The religious leaders watched from a distance, angry, threatened, afraid of losing power. Still, Jesus continued. He fed thousands with only a few loaves of bread and fish. He walked on water. He calmed violent storms with a single command. And people began asking one terrifying question: could this truly be the Son of God? Jesus warned the people that appearances could deceive. Not everyone who looked holy truly followed God. He told stories, parables about lost sons, hidden treasure, unforgiving servants, and a coming judgment. His message was clear: the kingdom of heaven was near, but hearts needed to change. Many listened, many believed, but others secretly planned to stop him forever. As Passover approached, tension filled Jerusalem. Jesus entered the city riding on a donkey. Crowds shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David." But behind closed doors, the chief priests made their move. One of Jesus' own disciples, Judas Iscariot, agreed to betray him for 30 pieces of silver. That night, Jesus shared a final meal with his disciples. He broke bread, shared wine, and warned them that suffering was coming later. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus prayed alone. The weight of the world was upon him. Then the soldiers arrived. Judas stepped forward and betrayed Jesus with a kiss. Jesus was arrested and dragged before religious leaders. False witnesses accused him. Crowds turned against him. Even Peter, one of his closest followers, denied knowing him 3 times before dawn. Then Jesus stood before Pontius Pilate. Pilate saw no crime in him, but the crowd screamed louder and louder, "Crucify him." And finally, Pilate gave the order. Jesus was beaten, mocked, and forced to carry his cross. Soldiers nailed him to the wood. As he hung there suffering, darkness covered the land. Still, Jesus prayed, "Father, forgive them." Then, with his final breath, he cried out loudly, and suddenly the earth shook violently. Rocks split apart. The temple curtain tore in two from top to bottom. Even the Roman centurion watching the execution said, "Surely he was the Son of God." Jesus was laid in a sealed tomb, and guards were placed outside. It seemed finished, but it was only the beginning. 3 days later, before sunrise, an earthquake struck again. An angel descended from heaven and rolled away the stone. The tomb was empty. Jesus had risen. Death itself had been defeated. The women who came to mourn him were the first to hear the incredible news: he is not here, he has risen. Soon Jesus appeared to his disciples, alive, victorious. Everything he had promised was true. Before returning to heaven, Jesus gave one final command: "Go and make disciples of all nations." And that message changed the world forever, because the story of Jesus did not end at the cross. It began with an empty tomb.